Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start by giving all praises and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and salutations to the Archeum doing this work in sincerity and in truth. My name's Amarth Quorum. The title of this video is going to be entitled, The Spirit of Carnality is Spreading, Don't Be Drawn Out. The video is going to be on the topic of agent provocateurs, people looking for trouble. We've seen in the recent weeks and months the accumulation of people voicing their discontent and unhappiness with brothers going out and teaching this truth and pushing the word. That's inevitable, but nonetheless, brothers need to stay in the spirit, and be prepared for, these devils coming up to try to make us act out of character so that they can justify themselves and their actions. All right. Scriptures tell us and remind us to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So apply wisdom in a situation. Most of the time you can always tell when these people come up looking for trouble. But then there's other times where, we're not ignorant of the devil's devices, that Esau sends up these provocateurs to try and get us to behave a certain way so that they can record it and then basically arrest us and try to bring us up on false charges, man. So, brothers, of this video is to remind brothers, stay in the spirit and stay in order, man. All right? At least when you can't tell the purpose of these people in the audiences, man. All right? We always still remain in the spirit so you don't fall for this devil's subtlety. So the first scripture I'd like to go to is Romans 8 and 7. Start with that. Romans 8 and 7. It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. All right, and we've got a lot of people, like I said, they've got carnal minds, they're unhappy, and they want to do something to us, but they want to justify their actions. All right, so the way they're going to do that is try to offend brothers personally or draw brothers out into idle conversation or to act out of character. And we just got to be reminded that, these people are playing their role. The scriptures tell us that you can do nothing against the truth but for it. So these are all things that need to come to pass, but we're not here to be carnal. We're here to be spiritual. And I wanted to example our role in all this in opposition to what I just read, all right, which is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Our strength is not in our physicality or our opinion. Our strength is in the scriptures and understanding of the scriptures. And that's how we're going to cut these people with the truth, all right? And so be it. If we get arrested for that, then that's a persecution for righteousness' sake, all right? There ain't nothing wrong with that. But we're not going to forward our own afflictions by, misconduct. All right, and by that I mean, like I said, being drawn out into idle conversation and vain opinions. We'll stick with the scriptures. All right, so my next scripture is going to be back to Romans 8, but I want to read from verse 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So brothers being spiritual, reading the scriptures, breaking it down the right way, there's going to be a lot of people that don't understand those things that we're saying. And then you're going to get the self-professed scholars out there that come up trying to break things down their own way. And then we condemn what they say and we prove them to be liars, all right, and false teachers. All right, they can't sustain or back up with evidence what they say or substantiate their arguments. Then they get angry and become carnal, all right? want to fight us and want to basically get us arrested. You get those guys that say, "I'm gonna call the police," you know. But so be it, man. We ain't gonna start. You know, don't let them ruffle your feathers, brothers, man. Just stay in order. So, like I said, man, it could be debating the scriptures. A Jake or a non-Jake guy feels embarrassed and wants to be carnal. You know, we just tame the demon with the word, and that's our role. You know, point blank. You know, a couple of other points I wanted to make is, you know, Satan's mad. You know, the time of brothers being brought up to Esau's so-called judiciary system is nearing in as well. And I also noticed things have to be tighter and in order. All right, and that's the sentiment of this video. Brothers are going to be tested, some more than others. All right, especially young brothers as well are going to be tested. Some demons are going to bring confusion. And instead of talking to the speaker, they're going to try talking to brothers on the side, you know, and try and draw brothers out that way. Focus on the job at hand, you know. We're not there to hold conversations. We're there to teach the truth, man. So, you know, we try to keep conversation on the side to a minimum, you know, unless necessary. Also, you got demons who are going to try to single out brothers and offend brothers and upset brothers, and that's what they plan to do, man. So just keep it spiritual. And even some will try to offend the heads of the camp just to get a reaction. And, you know, a lot of new brothers or young brothers, you know, could be subject to reacting in an emotional way, man. Just stay in the scriptures, hold post, you know, and brothers will deal with it in a spiritual way, man. You know, this ain't about us and how big our biceps are and, you know, how good a fighter we are, man. We're here to just push this truth, and, you know, we ain't pacified. If someone puts our hand on us, then we deal with them. But aside from that, man, we ain't out here to intimidate these people, man. They're intimidated by the Spirit of the Lord, man. All right, and what's to come. You know, just stay in the Spirit. Also, my last point is that Esau and the spiritual demon Satan, you know, they're doing their best and try to incriminate brothers. So brothers have to remain on point. All right, we're almost out of here. So anyway, with that, I hope you brothers were edified. Until the next video, I'm going to say shalom.